Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Hayden.
How are we doing?
Good. So?
Yeah, good, thanks. Alrighty. Last day of the week. Is it a Friday? Is it a Monday? Because we had the bank holiday yesterday in the US. So is it catch-up day or is it long weekend day? Morning, Daniel, Glenn, Rob, Mo, how are you? All right, so we've had a little bit of news already. German GDP, only yellow folder according to this. On Financial Juice, they had it as a red folder. Came in as expected. So no real impact whatsoever. We've got the IFO business climate at 9 o'clock. We've got PMI in the US session later on. I'm in a sell already. I'm in the sell from a pending order that I've had over here. I've had this one on my charts for freaking feels like a. We have to go back to probably over a week that I've been looking at this level. 1610. We almost hit it yesterday. Almost. But not quite. So this was based on, I've got this as a nice wiki 4-hour area. If I show you on the 4-hour. So this whole, like, keep your eyes on this red zone. If I go back to August. So this area. So nice and wiki. We've got clean traffic above it. But first time up to this level, expecting a reaction. So, morning Don. So that's one I've got going already. Now, I'm trying to, I had my targets at over 15,967. I'm trying to visualize how I'm going to get into this move, or how I can scale into this. So the way I'm looking at it, because I know we're in an uptrend, in a very, very, very large uptrend. But I like this zone for a bit of a pullback, bit of a reprieve because of these weekly areas. So all these weekly touches. Now, I think given if I'm looking at the structure from yesterday, I know yesterday was much lower volume than any other day this week because of the bank holidays. Well, London didn't have any bank holiday, and London accumulated, and we saw what happened here yesterday. This was during the PMI, just did nothing. Like, it was just really, really flat for the whole time, and then we started to grind higher afterwards. So the way I'm looking at this is that we did get a support formed. If I just move this box out of the way, see, like, this is one of my rejection wicks. This is the second one that wicked lower, broke the doji low, tested this wick, closed nice and bullish, and from here that was when we pushed up. So I'm treating this as my support, and this is an order block, and I believe this could be liquidity that's going to be rated with this London open, and then who knows where it's going to go. If the bulls take charge again and then we push up, or we continue going down, maybe just have a pullback from here and then we keep on going down and we actually close today bearish. We'll see. But the way I see it coming down, if I flick over to a lower time frame, thinking it's going to do something like this. So this is the idea from yesterday, that if we eventually got up into the 1610 area, and I'll be happy to look to a lovely retest, rejection, and then trade it back down. But it didn't give it yesterday. But it came in the Asian session, and we know Asian session, if it's manipulating the New York high, often will have a rejection here. So I was pretty comfortable leaving as a pending order overnight. Well, not overnight, but like when the market opened, set a pending order up here. That if it did manipulate the New York high, I didn't think we were going to just have that continuation in the Asian session. Thought we'd have better chance of having a pullback. So I was happy for a pending order given the timing of the market in this one. Morning Leon, morning MM. Okay, so now back from here, where we think we're going. Well, I think we can have our small little rejection off of this wick. off the open of the day, and that can lead to a little pullback, and then we can maybe push down again and take out the New York low, which is also a bit of structure over here. So I thought maybe we can react off of that. Hopefully this is lining up with London Open. London Open will then pull back, take the euro high, reject off of this candle, which is also around your Asian 50%, and then we can have that trending continue, come back in. Then we can push down, break into this little consolidation, probably react from that again, little pullback, and this time once we get into this structure, which is on the 30-minute, once we can close inside of that, we can have an easy drop down to take the low of that structure and push into this 30-minute support area. From there, that will be I'll be looking to take profit about here on this position. Now, if this does follow this way, this is what if this follows this pathway, I'm gonna try scale into this one. Because the more price action continues, and the more we can actually maybe do a pullback to second structure, create resistance, start pushing down again, I think it will increase my confidence that we're going down before going up. And I'll try to take advantage of that. It'd be nice if we can get a nice quick early one today. But that's the plan. That's the plan, Jan. Now, to the top side, I need to see. I think because we've already come back to these lows, it's telling me that this low isn't that strong. So I think before I see any longs, I want to see some supports broken. Then as we do get down here, I do want to see maybe a shift in structure and then start to create supports, break resistance, creates high low, create resistance. And then we can maybe look for the bulls to take back charge if it is going to continue pushing bullish, or maybe it's just going to continue selling off. But I need to see something like this happen first. Depending on how the next 23 minutes plays out as well, about where London's opening. London may have normal volume today. I reckon it'll probably be lower volume given this week. So maybe if it can open around here, then if we do continue that downward charge, I might be more comfortable taking longs from around this area, which seems like so far away, but it wouldn't be that far away when you actually look at it. It would just be looking at sort of rinsing this last, like all this kind of stuff that's coming down to here. Now, let me just put that on a bigger picture because it can be hard to visualize in these lower time frames. Well, let's say we get something like this. Let's say we get something like this. Keep your eye on this one. It'll probably look a bit stretched, but let's try this. If I try to put this on, like, say, the 3-hour chart. So do you see, like, it's not really much of a pullback? Given the size of this trend, this actually wouldn't be much of a stretch to think that we could pull back into this area before continuing that bullishness. Given the size, it would still be very bullish even if it's pulling back into the structure here. So that's where I think if we just go down in a straight line, I wouldn't want to be buying until I got to, like, say, somewhere like here, and then looking for reactions to then start retesting this high. Because I am expecting a bit of a bigger pullback given just the area of the chart that we're in, and how we haven't had much new information come in this week for bullishness, especially German with the ECB comments by Christine Lagarde, and she's speaking again later on today. So who knows if she's going to bring in a little bit more of rate hike expectations, but I kind of can't really see that given the data that's coming out of Europe. But she is speaking at 10 o'clock, so who knows? It's yellow folder, so I doubt she'll even say anything to do with monetary policy. But in the chance that she does, I'll look at this as being a buy zone. This hey, where'd it go? Yeah, look at this area has been a buy zone. When you're looking shifter structure, what time frame do you use? I don't really use shifter structure. That's ICT, isn't it? That's like when I said looking for a shifter structure, but not meaning the same thing. Basically, just like when lower lows stop being made and higher highs, but I don't have a specific time frame looking for that. It really, to me, I think it depends on the volume. Hey, Locke, good to see you, mate. I was wondering how you've been. Yeah. So let's see what happens. So we're getting our first little pullback from this little bad boy, creating that support. Sorry, creating that double bottom to be rated. Still not as low as I was. Oh yeah, it is. So it's exactly where I was expecting it from this wick. We get our first little pullback from. See if we can dip into here, break that Asian low, break the New York low, and then we get that bigger pullback into the Asian 50%. Maybe look to reset and get into more sells, pushing down. We shall see, huh? We shall see. We've got 20 minutes before the London Open. What do you guys think? What are your plans? Morning, leader fan. How are you?
I'm just waiting at the moment.
Waiting for what?
Well, I've usually got a trend line set up. I've got a pretty strong one that we've been pushing bullish off of. We're not quite down there. If it does intersect, it'll be basically the New York low. Unless we react off of this little bit of an order block at the bottom of New York now. I'm not sure. I'm looking on the 15-minute chart, so we have taken a no-wick candle on my terminal.
Yeah, I got that one as well.
Potentially a bit of a reaction from here. Got to break that Asian low. If it breaks the Asian low, we'll pull up a bit deeper.
This isn't present on. Yeah, this is very different on.
Yeah, even this whole zone's completely different. On looking on a few different brokers, it looks very different on each broker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm potentially looking for longs up to around here if I get the right price action in this little order block here. But we're only talking 10 to 15 pips, but
Yeah, there's not much volume at the moment. Let's clear some of this stuff off.
oh,
Clear some of this stuff off.
that's a nice candle. I didn't see that one before.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking to target.
Yeah, I like the look of that. That's a nice 5-minute wick there too, actually.
Pop over to all chart view, and now we just play the wedding game, literally.
Indeed.
It's distracting on all time frames. Let's remove that. I'm going to use this bottom right one just to watch the 1 hour for now until London Open comes in. I'm not going to pay attention too much to the 3 minute. So you see how we've got the liquidity candle on both the 1 hour, oops, on the 1 hour and also on the 30 minute. So that's the area I'm seeing this starting to bounce from, which is good. There's a bearish daily FEG around 1605. Oh, it's ages away. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit I covered at the start. On the 4 hour as well. You've got clean traffic once you break above this red zone. Second break above here. Once you've gathered enough liquidity, you've got a clean break of you've got no more traffic for like another 50 pips. Yeah, it could go up there. It could go up there. I will have to think about what I'm going to do if price is trading above this Asian high.
Pull back lines.
What's that?
Pull back lines.
Yeah. Just thinking how long I'd hold that for. I mean, it might just be the fixed 1651. Like if we look at this area, because this is the zone that I'd expect price to be able to push towards.
That's
maybe a little bit.
4 weeks. Those 4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a bump around here, but then getting mainly up to this area.
That I got a little support. I'm sorry, a resistance there that with that whole thing's a huge range all the way down to 15,600. So it's what's that 400 pip range.
On what?
So this
Time
top
frame?
reaction point that you're looking at now, if we go back on the H4, we ranged in there for a few days, bouncing up and down before we broke below it. That whole zone.
This bit?
Yeah, from there down to 15,600.
Oh, you mean? Oh, because of the strength of this.
Yeah. But these. Each time it's reacted off that, it's pulled all the way back down to this level.
Hmm. Yeah, good point. Good point. Talking about this bit. So much liquidity left behind. Talking about whether you're bullish, bearish or bullish, H1 bar might end up as a rejection wick from the downside. You could. Got 10 minutes left for this one to close. At the moment, we're respecting the highs, at least. Got no wick on this 1 hour, which is also the 1 hour candle. In 10 minutes before we start. Anyone got plans for the weekend?
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
We've got pretty crappy weather actually in Sydney over the weekend. I haven't checked, but it's shitty today.
Yeah, that's good. Good to hear.
Don't feel left out now, mate.
Yesterday was awful. Today is actually looking clear for now. I think today's actually meant to be alright, so yesterday Sarah was doing a keep in touch day, so I had Maddie basically the whole day. I had the whole day, and I think she's getting colic, so she was a little nightmare.
Hope Sean's looking strong.
Yeah, it's looking good. You got snow? Yeah, I saw that. We still got snow. We're getting down to our forecast is next week is cold, man. It's looking cold as. Getting as high as. Yeah, we get into the negatives next week.
Oof.
Wednesday, Thursday, 3 degrees tops, -1. Bottom. So from next week, the high of 5 degrees for the week. But today's mostly sunny. I think that's why it's so cold, because it's clear sky. All right, so it really did start as soon as it opened. This second half of this German Open has just been bullish. Nothing yet. Just was hoping my sells. I had some sell overnight. Well, from this morning, the area that I was targeting above here, that 16:10 area, finally got triggered. It just missed yesterday, but then it triggered overnight, which is better because it sweeps the New York high then. I'm hoping that can survive. I was hoping that we could dip down a little bit more before we get this little rally. I was expecting to have a little rally like this. But I was hoping it was going to be after taking maybe this low and then looking to go the resistance. Now, why I wanted it to be within the London Opens, because I wanted this to be the London volume. I didn't want this to be Euro volume with London volume to come, because then London volume might do a higher grab, or London volume could do a sell into this liquidity to buy. So that's now the issue. The timing of this move is making this pathway a little bit more difficult now to play out. But I'm still going to keep my eye peeled on either this candle on the 1 hour, the no wick, and then see if we can get reactions from there. And that's going to line up around about this area. I was hoping to sell down to this area for those that missed. Hoping to sell down to here. And if I have to buy, I don't want to buy in this area because I feel like we're buying right near the highs. But if we're breaking above, then maybe this area was the better place to be buying from if we're pushing all the way up there, rather than buying the high here. We'll have to see. Morning, Heath. How are you? Alright, so we're tapped into this little zone. Had a little reaction. Got 3.5 minutes now to the London Open. And we're already at this little area. Alan, how are you doing? We've got 3 minutes to. You guys can hit the like button. That would be really appreciated. Then we can focus the rest on London Open. I think if we pushed into this area cleanly, I'll look for those buys. Given the size of this move, I think I'd like to see a sell to buy from around 15,960. I don't know how I'm going to get to the sell now, given this move I didn't want to see just now.
Is this the last few minutes of the H4 candle?
No, no.
No. All the time. Daylight savings stuffs me with the H4.
Yeah, no. It's 1 hour into the...
Oh, so it's a freshie. Okay. Righto. Asian 50.
Yeah, if this is... Yeah, I'm torn now. I'm torn now as well. Which way this is... Oh. In 40 seconds. Feels like this is just gonna pop. I think I'll look for pullback. I'm not going to switch my bias. I was going to say maybe I'll look for if it ripped down and reacting from here and then pushing up. I think I'd jump into longs, but I don't want to change my bias given this move just now. So I'm going to sit and wait and just watch to see what happens. Gather a bit more information. It's looking like it just wants to fly. Here we go, gapped up. This is the London Open now. Hour just closed, mega bullish. Overnight got taken out. Damn it, break even. Just tagged my entry. Okay, maybe Asian high.
And it got close. Didn't take it on mine.
Oh, holy. Just came back to stop me out for break even and then drop.
It came back to get my order.
Oh, I did it. Lucky
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I was looking, I just scaled in on that.
Scaled in?
Cool.
Thought you said you weren't in a
I
trade.
wasn't huh?
Thought you said you weren't in a trade.
On the double bottom, I was trying to mark out some other stuff and I just set an order, but it got triggered in while I was bloody posting stuff on Discord. I wasn't even looking at it. This was the pullback I was looking for, but it must have already got me on a tiny little pullback. I'll post it later. No, it didn't take a while. God, it got close.
I've caught a little buy. I've just gone break even. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be able.
There's more volume in that first 5-minute candle than all of yesterday.
Mm.
Well, I did ask for volume. God. Well, your early been taken? Yep.
Yep, has now. So it's completely just swept that hour of Frankfurt Open. Took the high, took the low. Clearing the board.
Like that zone down the bottom there. Put a little position there. Push more than I expected. Took out the 30-minute doji from the start of the. Yeah, like that. Oh, where's your one? Yeah. Well, yours is hard. Yeah. This candle that's just in now was the first time that candle had been taken on my terminal.
Right.
Yeah, so these two guys were a fair bit higher than that candle.
Mm. So I'm just waiting to see what this candle is going to close as. Breaking the high, breaking the low. Not too keen on just touching this one myself right now. First 5 minutes. You'd think you'd do a wick fill now. You'd think. Breaking underneath this area. Any pullbacks. Creating resistance that you can trade down to that original target of 15,960. Just London Open did me dirty. So was this a liquidity grab? Or is this the liquidity grab? It's a tricky one now because it broke both sides. So sometimes they do a buy to sell, to buy. Or did they do, was this a buy to sell? I remove this pathway because that didn't work out. Oh, what's pound doing? I wanted to know pound Aussie. Is pound strong? Because if pound gains a bit of strength today, I'd imagine maybe the UK 100 would be an easier one to look for the sells. This was what I was considering that before the stream, looking for sells and FTSE instead of German. No, I won't do that now. Was it? Looks like seek and destroy scenario. Yeah, it could be taken at both sides. Price just fell before you could place a pen in order. Now you're a little wary to enter with this first M5 bar. Where are you going to set your pen in order? Were you looking to put it up the top? Came back and took this bloody no wick candle. Just spotted that. I had my eyes on this lower one. I wasn't considering this top one. I'd like to see if this 30-minute candle can close bearish and then just go with that candle and say this is the wick fill, then breaking under here, then I think this is certainly, most certainly the target. So closing bearish, next candle, creating the top wick, doing the wick fill, maybe trading from like here to here, grabbing that 30 odd, about 30 pips. You're looking at fibs, okay.
Please don't do another day where it does a 30 pip first 5-minute candle and then the rest of the day stays range down.
Well, it very well could, given the way this week's gone. Very low volume week. Oh, what do we have today? All right, let's go. Come on, drop. 15 minutes looking nice and strong. If we can drop under here, pull back, keep dropping, and follow that pathway I had originally. Just did a nasty little pullback. Price rejecting from the 50% M5 bar. If price closes below those wicks, break structure, I'll probably go for a pullback sell scenario. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I'll be looking for as well. I'm looking for price to pull back. Trying to visualize the next candle. That if this 15-minute candle can close, maybe we can pull back and then push down like that. And probably not have... I don't really want to see. Maybe I put my stop loss, keep it tight around the 16,000. If it takes it, the market can have it. But I'll try visualize getting something like this down to about this zone. If it just closes below these wicks, it might just drop straight away. But if it doesn't, if this wick is lower than these guys and we're closing back in these wicks, then I think we probably do a bit of a pullback. But if it closes lower, it might just be a straight drop. $30 seconds for the 15-minute to close. Looks like it's just gonna close below these wicks, these 30 minutes or not? No. So maybe look for this wick back up. Hey Deb, how are ya? I'll do this on the old... I don't want to do this on the prop account. I'm going to give this one a shot. So... Keeping a tight stop loss on this one. See if we can just push down to this into this 15,967 area. Come on. Okay, I'm in. Hopefully my stop loss is not too tight. But hopefully hopefully it finds rejections from around here, and then we can start to push down. Why I selected this zone, on 3 minutes you can see it as well. There's this little area, this little gap, but on it was more the 15-minute, it was a bit clearer. So on the 15-minute, it was the base of the previous bullish candle. That was why I selected this area. 16,000. Why I selected 16,000? Because it's a round number, key level. Otherwise, stop losses have to go way too high. So,
Haydos having a nice little push up too.
what's that?
And Naz had a nice little reversal pattern on it as well.
Oh, okay. Come on, feel this wick. This will be a nice little wick up, and then if we can break this low, we can travel down to this bit. Nice one, guys. Cool. Up should be up nearly 1-to-1. Come on, don't come back. Just drop. No, don't reject again.
That in the NY support there, mate.
That's fine. In my low Asian hole, yeah. Just needs a break through this area, doesn't it? These wick areas. I'm gonna get a coffee early. Let's see what it does. I'll be back. Be right back. Land. Come on, little thing.
Second you close it, it'll drop 100 pips, mate.
Yeah, that's the danger, because I know the powers that be are watching. They're watching to see where all my entries are and stuff, and they're just waiting.
Hasn't swept you yet. You're doing all right. It was a good guess today, mate. Good guess.
It was a guess. Yeah, just threw a dart, managed to grab it.
I was taking GJ, that was flying.
What was that?
GJ.
Oh yeah. Come on, drop. Drop into these hands. They'll catch you. Come on, drop. I'm going to secure 50%. Yeah. Just, it's 1-to-1. New York low. Now it can drop. I secured. Can't be a loss anymore. Now it opens the door for it to drop. You back, Tom? We took a trade. I took a trade. This 15-minute candle had closed. This one here. Because it didn't close below these wicks, decided to wait for the pullback. If it closed below these wicks, then I would have just entered as soon as it closed, expecting it to drop with no pullback. But because it closed above the wicks, I thought it needed a bit more of a pullback to get that liquidity. Then I chose the entry was the base of this candle for that pullback. Stop loss was at 16,000, round number. Ooh, yeah, this is what I'm worried about, this New York low, these rejection areas. This can be a little bit jumpy. I really don't want to see it do something like that. Hence I just made sure I can actually capitalize a little bit on this. Who's in this with me?
At the gym, and then,
What about the YouTubers? Are you watching? Did you take this? The entry position, the trade box is up there well before it happened. Beata, you are awesome. Manny, you're in. Good one. Peter, not yet. George, nope, didn't take. Did you guys secure as well around this time to take something off the table, or at least, but don't let it become a losing trade. Trading in a tight little area. That was only 10 pips profit. Tim, you didn't enter. Lead left hand didn't enter. Alan didn't. Beata, you didn't take yet. Lead left hand, you got 1.9 pip spread. Yeah, that's why I put it on my personal account. I didn't put it on the prop account because the prop's 3 pips. Personal is 0.9. And you took profit already. Took the total 10 pips. Cool. Rob, you were in from the Asian 3.7 spread. Yeah, that was the problem with it up here. The spread's 3.7, even on my Pepperstone. It gets to about 1.7 about here. And then to a London Open, then London Open, it drops to 0.9. But it's like 3.7 here, 1.7, 0.9. And then after 5 o'clock, it goes back up to 1.7 again. This first little
Euro's been short.
This little bit here is 7.2 when it first opens. Lower volume, that can also be why spread changes during lower volume times. Shy's not a swear word, is it? Can't be a swear word.
Yeah, today I think the German 40 chart is look like I'm looking at any different chart.
It's doing nothing, is it?
Yeah. And also the gap up and gap down, like a candles opening, gap up, gap down.
How are you, mate? We haven't spoken for ages.
Good.
You were there yesterday for a little bit.
Yeah, I was a little bit busy with something, so not able to talk on the stream.
No worries. How's your week been? I know you didn't trade yesterday, did you?
No, yesterday I didn't trade. Low volume. I think gold just moved like 30 pips only yesterday in NY session.
Okay, what I'll do with this one is I won't let it take my stop loss, but because this closes the doji this 15 minute, I will see if it just takes the high and then goes to take the low. So I'm okay for it to be in drawdown here. This might just end up as a break-even trade, but I'm seeing that if it just takes the high and if it can find a rejection from here, either way, if it takes my stop loss, I've just given back what I made. Net result, 0. Looks like Annie's decision to take full profit might have been the right one. So I want it to reject from here. I don't want it to, obviously I don't want it to pop up to my stop loss. But I'm okay if it takes the high. Hopefully it can take the low now.
Still on the low time frames, there's still a little bit of clean traffic up to somewhere here.
Yeah, I picked 16,000 because it was the round number as the stop loss.
I'm talking 1 minute, like the other time I'm absorbing through. I think it goes.
Come on, pull back from here. Don't go any higher.
Right.
Market can have it.
Let's just build that little.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back up to here. Just hanging, just the skin of my teeth. I'm hanging on. Oh, that's it. Spread took me out just now. Bummer. Just gave back everything. Alright, oh well. It was worth a shot, I think. I think it was worth a shot. Couldn't get that continuation. New York low just proved too much for that little move to break through with the way the market is, the volume is. Now, if it comes down, retests again, and we're getting something closing underneath here, then you can have a straight drop. But the range is tiny. That's the problem. The range is teeny tiny.
That's filled that 1 minute fair value gap now.
Yeah, it'd be freaking annoying if that was the high. It just literally just took me out. Well, I've got nothing to show for the day. Even the sells I had from here got taken out for break. I didn't close anything, and then it came back, took it out. Price came in. I think that was the one that I entered on. Price pushed down, took 10 pips. Price came up, grabbed that 10 pips back, and now look at it, freaking hell. Yeah, well, maybe I should have taken the whole thing. I can't do that though. I think I'd rather. It's been my nemesis this open lately. for when I've secured too early and price has continued, or then when I haven't secured, it's come straight back. Or when I've secured and then moved to break even, price has done that. I've just seemed to been making the wrong decisions in terms of trade management for the last few weeks for these London Open trades. Very few. Like, I've been getting the nicer moves have been happening later. I just found that so often these last couple of weeks, it's either been really explosive at the blocks, and then for a good portion of the open, prices just ranged. There's been some good trades, but I feel like I haven't really got any like bangers. But then the ones that have come in have been the ones I've just set for after the stream, or like the price alerts. They're waiting for the price alert to be hit, and then just taking it, either cowboy trade or waiting for like the moves have been coming late. That's the problem. Pound strong, yeah. This is the thing. I was even thinking today when I was having breakfast just before that I should have gone short on FTSE instead of German. That would have given the cleaner move. I was thinking pound would be strong today. That means negative for FTSE. So looking for pullback sells. Problem with FTSE is that it doesn't move very much. But fundamentally, that was the one that I thought made a lot of sense. More so than German. Oh man, that's annoying. So it looks like the 30 minutes come back to do the pullback. Yeah, spread for you for FTSE is a bit bigger as well. It was more just one I thought would, at least the information lined up a bit cleaner that we had. So we had like a bit more of an information advantage on FTSE, given we had Bank of England guy talking. So central bank cannot afford to ease off tight monetary policy. Like this is at 5 o'clock, so heaps of time in advance. This is very hawkish. This information, very hawkish. And yesterday we had PMI, which came in good numbers, like actually good numbers for pound, like above 50 for services. Look, it hasn't been above 50 since July, so that was a nice little surprise for services. And then even manufacturing beat expectations, and we had the best numbers since May. So if you're looking for information, like an advantage here for pound had good news yesterday, and we didn't really get there wasn't much of a response yesterday because of the trading volume. So going with the strong pound and comments by this pill fella being hawkish, you would expect that with incoming volume that the pound would have a bit of strength. Now the way that the FTSE works is that most of the businesses these businesses that make up the FTSE 100, they've got offshore operations. So when they've got offshore operations, when they send their money back in US dollar, because that's the business reserve currency, when that US dollar converts into pound and we've got pound pushing up, that's going to convert into less profits. So that will be less valuation. So it makes sense to be taking that down. In fact, I'm just gonna enter a sell, just for the sake of it, right now. Just got to find it. Hopefully, I don't drop too quickly. UK 100. Sell. So bad entry. Just going with the fundamentals. Now that it's given 40 minutes for price to do a maneuver, this is the liquidity grab. Price is breaking through these lows. I would look to just see if we can break, at least maybe sweep these lows. I'll secure, because I know I've got a poor entry. I'll look to secure around here, and then I'll just let it go. See where we can end up with the day. Maybe we can even fill this clean candle over here, and then enter into this like little order block area. So reaction, I'll secure some at this point, or like just over here, and then see if we can finally drop and then push into here with these comments. German 40 on the other hand is a little bit more difficult. It's been like Matty. Catch it, George. What about Naz or these other fellas? What are these doing? We don't have any information from yesterday, because yesterday was closed. So you can see the movement that happened. Naz wasn't closed. You could have still traded. You could still have traded this tracker, NAS tracker, for the index, but the actual NASDAQ was closed. You see, like say Microsoft, for example. You see the last little bit of the last information we had. Oh, that's funny. Doesn't the sessions doesn't work. Anyway, is that a little bug maybe we found? This sessions bollocks algo. It doesn't work either. Anyway, you can see down the bottom, the last bit of data was Wednesday, because they were closed yesterday. Hence the movement. The movement was very, very slow. A good day to take off yesterday. Pound Aussie, pound should rise a bit more. Pound US to see if we can push pound US up into this area. I attempted the short NAS now. Why? I got a feeling NAS will be strong today. Catch you, Peter. Do I want to give this another go?
I don't think we're gonna get any kind of move today. Price may just range today. Maybe on Monday we get some kind of move.
The whole week's
This
been
area
trash.
Yeah.
a bit lower than this. Yeah, this area is your New York 50%. And the other day, you got your Asian, your Euro high, your London 50%, and your New York 50% to the left, all in that area.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It makes sense for it to be like the low of the day, or grab liquidity from that area at least, or have a reaction of that area. Either way.
Got all those dojis there too.
Yeah, but I'm not reading into yesterday's price action too much, given the low volume. But where it is a consolidation, I read into the consolidation more, because this was during PMI.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, I'm not reading into this bit too much.
That's because then you got your breakout retest before it pushed out of the zone. So yeah. Yeah. Just there. That's what I'm marking.
So I want at least to see if the pathway played out. The pathway didn't play out as expected. The pullbacks are a little bit too much, given the low volume. It just a bit annoying that it kept on coming back, doing a deeper liquidity grab. Obviously, it shows that either side the trend, the direction isn't too strong. That was understandable, but I still want to see at least targets being reached, and that's the main thing. I'm still watching this. Is it still good to see like the ideas that was visualized, even though it didn't come into fruition exactly the way it planned it? Still want to make sure that why was I targeting specific zones and areas initially, and I want to see them hit. Come on. Beauty. Just a freaking annoyingness, these two things, but the zones and the reasoning behind it all to me made sense. Little pullback, because this is like, treat this as like a nut, and that nut, the shell can be quite hard, but once it does crack and we get something closed inside of it, we should go to the bottom pretty comfortably. Just need to see something close inside of this area. On a lower time frame, sorry, on this time frame, it might just look like one candle that goes all the way through, but you'll see like on like say the 1 minute, 3 minutes, you'll see a little candle close inside of it, pull back, and then getting back into an area again, then you see that drop. But once something closes inside of it, it's almost mandatory to go to the bottom. If things keep on putting wicks into it without closing, the more it hesitates at this area, the more it can gather liquidity, and this could actually be a support, and then price can rise from there. So you really want to see something close inside. Well, I want to see something close inside. Until that happens, I fully expect this to be a reaction area.
I know your price is a little bit higher than mine, but that's reacted off of the euro high from yesterday on my terminal.
Okay. The euro high.
Yeah.
Sometimes your terminal, the data is a little bit wrong. As in, sometimes this, you see this candle here, and it's got that long wick.
Yeah.
Sometimes this wick falls into, like, sometimes they get the time wrong, and rather than this candle being at 8, sometimes it's displayed as like 7:59, and it comes into your euro pre-London. Check that. Or is it bouncing off your session indicator?
No, I don't have session open for. I don't have the session indicator on for Euro. I just leave that section blank.
How do you know it's a pre-London then?
Just the time of the candle.
What time's the candle say for this one?
8 o'clock broker.
Oh, that's the start of 8 o'clock. So that's London. So you got
No. 8 broker time, not 8 a.m. European time.
Oh, so 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So this candle here is higher.
I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah, put the screenshot in. Come on, close inside. Come to Papa. Drop now. Time to drop.
Come on.
It gapped into it.
Where do you want me to post it, Hayden?
It's put on Discord.
Yeah, daily trades.
Yeah. Anyway. Going to consider this a successful zone analysis, not a successful execution day. What do you guys think? Made sense to come down to this little area? Read the area right, anticipated the move, just didn't anticipate this and the pullback of this. I'm going to secure FTSE as well. That got to that area. If you see what I was talking about. So it's going to secure a little bit when it got down to this bit. Into like this area. Because it was a shitty entry. That was a really, really bad entry. Like I was just entering because I should have entered earlier. Going with the fundamentals that will continue driving, but we are pulling this little area, so secured some, so I can just let this one run now. I probably will pull back because I know my entry is very poor. My entry on this one was like 7456 on here, so that was 7456. That's like here, about this point, right there. So very poor. Very poor, but alright, Glenn, let's look at your thing.
It's the second one up. Yeah. Next one up, mate.
Oh, this is NAS. Oh, what am I doing?
This.
Um,
You'll see the two arrows pointing at the candles, and there's the dotted line. Oh, let me get rid of my silly
Yeah.
office.
can I view? So you're talking about this one?
Yep. That one. And we had a little doji now forming there.
You move your lines?
Probably blast through it. It'll blast through it, but
So strange. Yeah.
that's where it's down.
Oh well. Here you go. So still not really closing inside of here, are we? Still struggling on top of it. Even this one, even the one that gapped into it, Look at where it closed. Closed at it. Still hasn't closed inside it. But yeah, actually it's 100% correct that the move is either going to come super late, but like even from like this high down to here, we've moved like 38 pips. So buys, I'm going to look for buys still from where we opened. I'd love to see if we can. I'm going to set an alert here for later on, and I will look for buys if we can push down. Imagine if we get clean moves down late, then I will take potentially a cowboy entry here if that falls around 12 o'clock my time.
There's some German news coming out in a minute.
In a
I
minute.
don't know what it is. Yeah, IFO expectations.
Oh, IFO business climate. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Doesn't normally do too much. The monthly levels are always good ones to look for as well. You can see like these thicker black lines. These monthly levels have always been, they tend to hold price on these lower time frames. You can see like rejections here, sort of consolidated around it. A couple of little rejections, consolidation, rejection over here, rejection over here. So if price does push down, especially if you've got a double monthly close area, if price does, you can look for little reactions from there as well. Maybe even just looking for 20 pips from that. Price pushing at least bouncing from these monthly levels, at least back up to like say this green one. It's not much in terms, but it's kind of like hyper scalping. But that's always not going to say a safe bet, but I think it's definitely a possibility. So I'll put a monthly. Sorry, I put an alert there as well. Let's look what actually it's got here.
Yeah, so gold.
Oh, there's gold.
So, yeah, from yesterday we are not moving anywhere.
Yeah. I was thinking for gold for London, I might play around with doing
Bounce it.
a $5 move, and then looking for any sort of reaction from a $5. If you get a $5 move in London, quite often, I mean this is even smaller than $5, but this year London, the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
London.
that 90.92 here, 90.96.50. Yeah. So often, I feel like we're around the same time as last year, when last year I found on currencies structure 1, structure 2 has really come back nicely. So like around this time of year, I find structure is really good. Like this is your first structure, then this is your second structure, and then looking for second structure bounces. That's really nice. And we kind of lost that pattern in the middle part of this year for quite a while. And then now it's come back really nicely. Now the same thing with gold, something that I've noticed with gold that's coming back is often these London sessions are now becoming same size again. Some bigger ones, but they're often the more like you can see like New York sessions clearly the winner here. Now these little gold $5, these lines are $5 key levels, and gold in London will often move like 50 pips in a move. And if we're looking for like even it could push down and do like a $10 day, a $10 London session if the volume's there. If we have like a bigger Asian session, then London might be a little bit bigger. But if the Asian session is small, then it's very likely that London session for gold will be small as well. And then looking like once it's done a 50 pip move or a $5 move on this scale, I'd be looking for any sort of like resistance or support. and then just play that London's more likely to range than anything. I've been thinking about going to doing that again in line with the German 40 because it's not that difficult to do, but I don't want to mix my approaches too much, especially on the YouTube, because people will say, oh, you keep on changing your style or whatever. So I'm trying to be consistent with just German 40, but German 40's been trashed for 3 weeks now during the London Open. But yeah, you're right. That's done nothing. Done absolutely nothing. You streaming later on today?
Well, I don't think so, because I think volume will be down for today also. Because usually when US holiday on Friday or a Thursday,
Long weekend for
if
them.
it's for the weekend, usually volume will be low, and maybe they will come back on Monday.
Yeah, you got PMI. That's the only thing you've got going just after the New York Stock Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of doing a New York stream because I thought it'd be a bit of pent up volume, but I've just realised at 2:30, precisely New York Stock Exchange Open, that Maddie's got a GP appointment, so I've got to take her up there. So,
And I think it's really late for the Australian guys also. I think around 1 p.m.
1
1
a.m.
p.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1:30 a.m. Yeah, that's why when I did the NASDAQ trade on Wednesday, I think there's only like
9 people are there.
Yeah,
9
something
people
like that. This one.
Yeah, I saw that your entry.
Wish I held it.
Yeah, in that day also I took a sell on gold, but price came back to my entry, and then
I saw that.
Like more than 100 pips to the
Yeah,
downside.
I saw that. You're talking about that one. It was this one here,
Yeah.
wasn't it? That came back to entry.
Yeah, so I took entry here.
Yeah, and this one.
Yes, then this was an imbalance candle, so price came back to just to take out, and there was a pattern also here, also like before the news again, attempted FU was formed there
Mm-hmm.
on 5 minute, I think 5 minute also there.
This candle.
Yeah. So negation happened here.
Oh yeah. So you
I
could
think
have
I'll
entered
go
on
to
the
the-
break of that low, hey?
No. You are entering just about to when price is about to close here. Because
before the news.
if you are if you are entering on the news here at the
Entries
break of
here.
the low, the entry will be getting here.
Yeah. Yeah.
About that back testing for the news, I just postponed it just because a lot of people are not doing any kind of back testing. How to do the back testing? That's why last week we did only about how to do the back testing, proper back testing.
Yeah, no, it's good that you went over that beforehand.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is most just want to watch, but not do it. It's kind of like a sausage, isn't it? No one wants to see how you do it. They just want to take the results.
Yeah, in December
this
I'm
was a
gonna do a
barbecue.
lot of back testing.
The old backtesting sausage. Don't show me how it's made. Just show me what to do.
Yeah, in December I'm doing a lot of back testing. My target is at least making 100 sessions to back testing. 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute.
Are you using TradingView?
Yeah, TradingView.
Yeah.
Yeah, today I think today is the last day for the Black Friday sale?
They'll have Cyber Monday. They'll keep going.
Mhm.
It'll be the same sale. It'll just turn to a last year what it did. It went from where? How do I get to? Oh yeah, this turned blue. Black Friday went into Cyber Monday.
You get the 13 months still.
Yeah, it should be
I
the
think
same.
30 months, yes.
It's a problem because I've been buying this for 4 years now, and now like because you get 13 months, but I buy at Black Friday. Now like the next time, like my expiration is like in June now. So like I've kind of
Which
like,
plan? Which
That's
plan
about
did
13
you
months.
buy?
I go Pro Plus.
Oh, Pro Plus. Okay.
The premium's now the same price though.
Yeah.
So the premium at least will give you access to like, because I am interested in seeing sometimes the seconds chart. But that's the only thing I'd want it for. Oh, but I think the premium gives you more data because I have realized that the 30-minute now, I used to get a lot more, but now it does end. Like where does it end? Oh, January, that's not too bad. That's nearly a whole year. That's actually alright. I think it's more the lower time frames. I noticed that I used to be able to go back maybe like 9 months on like the 5 and 15 minutes, and then now it's only like 3 months. But the premium plan gives you double the data. So I think maybe they changed that to try to push people with premium, and kind of makes it, the price is the same, you might as well go for it.
I mean the price is literally the same. Like I'm just paying like a 70 rupees extra.
Right. Yeah. There's very, very little difference. See how we never close inside of here, guys? Never close inside of it, so we can never get to the bottom. Even the one that opened inside, we closed above it. This one, no bottom wick, and now it's just been powering away. Yeah, what was I doing? I was playing around with because I've got to buy Zoom again as well, and I used the Black Friday first time user, and it gave like 40% off, and then that's about to roll over to the normal paid plan, and I was trying to use like the Black Friday. They haven't done a Black Friday one again. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to just pay full price. And then I thought, oh, why just use a different email address? And then go as first time user again. So it's like 40% off. So it's a good time of year. It's just a pain. There's a pain. It's like Christmas, like when you buy yourself Christmas presents. Or like I bought a car when I was like back in 2007. And I was like, the time I bought it, I was like, yeah, this is nice. And then every year afterwards, it's like, your rego, your insurance is all due around Christmas time. It's a bad move because then it's just such an expensive month. And now sort of like Black Friday, you buy so much stuff. Like now everything's so subscription based. All the subscriptions roll around at the same time now for Black Friday. See you, Heath. Yeah, pretty poor session. Again, apart from this initial fun from this candle, we've really just grinded away in like a 20-30 pip range. So I'm not gonna force anything anymore. Took 2 break evens now already. Just this week has been a bit rough, really. So look at Monday. This is the open part of Monday, mostly sideways. Tuesday, we know what happened on Tuesday. Sideways. Wednesday, this was the open in this part. So with the yeah, some okay moves here. Thursday, PMI, just trash, and then today. So today's even been like one of the better days this week. We've seen how slow this was. Nothing like last week. But we pushed back into that. Did anyone take buys from there? It's kind of... I wasn't really... Because if I'm selling, if I took some sells, I don't really think about the buys as much as I should. But that buying from that area would have actually made a lot of sense. I was kind of waiting for it to go a little bit lower though. Anyway, oh, stop that, I didn't move the car. Yeah, because it as I was saying here, like we've got this structure, this consolidation order block, and if nothing closes inside of it, we can't get to the bottom of it. So as long as we're rejecting off the top, then that's your support being created. So, all right. So this week, I need to double check tomorrow, but I think I'm going to do our study sessions. It's going to be on the Sunday. I'll see if I can do it tomorrow, but most likely it's going to be on Sunday. Yeah, it will be on Sunday. So I know it's going to be a little bit late for some of you guys now, but it'll be Sunday at 9:30 my time, which is 8:30 PM Sydney time. I'll put it in the Discord.
And the news related webinar can be next week, because people, if at least what you can do is make a separate folder on the drive, and people who are gonna do the back testing, only those people can access that folder. Otherwise, other people are not gonna do any kind of back testing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Force you guys. All right. Well, the boss has just walked into the room, so I better go and pay attention to them. So I'm gonna end the stream over here, guys. All right. So thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, YouTube. I'll see you on Monday. Okay. Bye bye.
Take care.
Zoom people, hang on for a second.